greatest prize. Hitler, the Führer or leader of Germany, had declared that his athletes were better because they were from a greater race. Everyone was out to prove him wrong and do their nation. For 6 years, Jesse Owens had trained rigorously for this. He was confident about winning a couple of events, especially the long jump. A year back, as a student, he had set the world record for it at 26 feet 8 1/4 inches. Everyone thought he would easily win. At the practice, a tall German guy named Lars Long was doing 26 feet. Apparently, he was Hitler's secret weapon to prove Aryan superiority. Owens wanted to show race did not matter by performing better. But an angry athlete is not a good one. In his first 2 qualifying jumps, he fouled by leaping from several centimeters beyond the takeoff board. Only a 3rd jump was left, and if he fouled, he wouldn't qualify for the event, leave alone winning it. Owens felt frustrated and angry with himself. As he was walking away from the pit, Lars Long came and said a friendly hello. They shook hands, and Long asked Owens what was bothering him. "You should be able to qualify with your eyes closed." "Believe me, I know it," Owens told him, and it felt good to say that to someone. They had a small chat, and without being told, Long understood what was disturbing Owens. Long did not believe that their race or any race was better than any other. They joked about how he looked the perfect Aryan specimen, though an inch taller than Owens, he had a lean, muscular frame, clear blue eyes, blonde hair, and a strikingly handsome, chiseled face. "Look," he said, when Owens had calmed down, "why don't you draw a line few inches at the back of the board and aim at making your takeoff from there? You'll be sure not to foul, and you certainly ought to jump far enough to qualify. What does it matter if you are not the first in the trials? Tomorrow is what counts." Owens relaxed as he realized the wisdom of his words. Confidently, he took the 3rd practice jump from a full foot behind the board and qualified easily. That night, Owens went over to Long's room in the Olympic Village to thank him, and they ended up chatting for 2 hours about a variety of topics. By the time Owens left, a genuine friendship had formed between them. If it hadn't been for Long, Owens later said, he wouldn't have even qualified for the long jump the next day. Though he was competing against Owens, Long wanted him to perform his best, even when it meant Owens could win and Long would lose. At the event, Lars broke his past record. This pushed Owens to his peak performance. At the instant he landed from his final jump, the one which set the Olympic record of 26 feet 5 5/16 inches, he was at Owens' side, congratulating him, while Hitler glared at them from the stands not even 100 meters away. Lars shook Owens' hand with genuine warmth. Lars Long was the epitome of what Pierre de Coubertin, founder of the modern Olympic Games, must have had in mind when he said, "The important thing in the Olympic Games is not winning, but taking part. The essential thing in life is not conquering, but fighting well." In addition to winning the long jump, Jesse Owens won 3 gold medals in Berlin, in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x100 meters relay. Jesse Owens' world record in the long jump was not broken for 25 years. He was the most successful athlete at the 1936 Olympics. In his honor, the government of United States of America grants the Jesse Owens Award to the best track and field athlete of the year.